I don't think I said that fast enough.
Yeah, maybe you didn't.
And we're fucking back, yo, in honor of the NFL football season here. How to represent, you know what I'm saying?
Now we're a little bit older.
This is our year, fool. We them boys. Just kidding. We fucking suck.
Me and John Carlo just passed go, collected 200.
Didn't what's his name just fucking hurt himself?
Yeah. Yep. He
sorry, you got to a good start.
Put his thumb up his butt and it's broken now.
I hate it when that happens.
I said, look, man, give me a call. I'll give you my technique.
I'll give you my thumb.
Yeah.
I'll give him my butt.
Yeah.
But dude, I thought of a pretty serious question the other day, man.
All right. I have one too.
So mine's probably gonna be not that long, so I'll go first. They're selling like hotcakes. One, what are hotcakes? Are those just regular pancakes? And I
think maybe, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Hope
When
so.
were they so popular, dude? And why were they? When were they flying off the shelves? That
Probably
fucking,
when they first came out.
That fucking like phrase became a thing. Like people can't get enough of these things. Like
They're selling like these hotcakes over here. The guy next
Are
door
they
has
like
been
a
selling
skinnier
hotcakes.
pancake?
Hotcakes.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think I've actually had a hotcake before.
Were they cold pancakes before?
My question is, why do we still use the term, but we don't sell the? I've never seen anybody advertise that they were selling hotcakes. You know what I
Right.
mean? I've never gone to a place and they'd be like, "Our special today is hotcakes."
I don't
So if
know, man.
hotcakes sell so good,
That's what I'm
did
saying.
we just sold out of them forever? And they were like, "There's no more hotcakes left in the world.
Maybe
We can't
that- yeah.
sell any more hotcakes because we're out of them." They sold so good. They're
All I
sold
can
out
find
forever.
is all
No,
I
they're
can find
extinct.
is what does selling like hotcakes mean, and not
What are hotcakes?
Why were hotcakes so popular, dude?
Who was buying them? Where did
Well,
they go?
how about this?
Were they the McRib of before the fucking
Dude.
of before
McRib is- What about this? You guys know where the rule of thumb comes from?
No.
So, everyone says it's a good rule of thumb, right?
Yeah.
It's basically there's a nuclear explosion, right? The mushroom cloud. If you point your thumbs up at it, and if your thumb covers it, you're far enough away from it. But if not, you're in danger and you need to go away.
That's the rule of thumb.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Oh,
That must
the
have been-
oh shit.
Is
So
that a
that's where
term from like the Cold War?
I guess so.
That has to be a term. Who figured that out, though, is what I want to know. Who was like, yeah, we're good. And then who was like, fuck, we're dead. Like, there's nothing we can do about
You know the
this
game Fallout? And then that cartoon character that just has his thumb up?
Yeah.
That's literally referencing the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Because he's checking to see if he's far enough away.
That's pretty cool.
So when I went to go Google, I said, "Why do hotcakes?" And it said, "Why do hotcakes sell so fast?" Everybody knows, dude.
Everybody wants to know anyway.
Okay. The phrase "selling like hotcakes" is used to describe an item very popular with consumers that's flying off the shelves and in large amounts. But why is it Why is hotcakes the go-to popular good? Well, it was never really meant to be. Hotcakes were what pancakes were called in the late 18th and early 19th century. So they are pancakes.
Okay. So we're still
Particularly
selling.
fast food sold at fairs, blah, 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 cheaply and easily prepared, different versions. That's all to say. There was never any kind of hotcake craze that gave us the phrase. Interesting.
There had to be. You don't just
The
come up
phrase
with that.
has been in use since about 1840. Levi? You know what was going on. But it's only over time that the phrase has come to describe a quickly selling item of merchandise. Under its original meaning, hotcakes sold quickly, not because they were a novelty, but because they were literally hot. Who wants to eat cold hotcakes when they're doughy and grainy? Nobody. We all want hotcakes, and we'll buy them when they're hot.
So you had to sell them fast before they cooled down.
If
Selling
you
like
wanted one,
hotcakes.
you had to get there quick.
I'm going to be
Okay.
honest. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
I was
kinda-
really hoping that they were going to say like from like 1850 to 1852, that is like all we had. And people were fucking
Only
going
thing
nuts.
we ate.
Yeah. They put chocolate chips in them. It just fucking took it to a whole nother level. I was hoping for like a real fucking story, not just like, they weren't that good. So we had to sell them fast.
I still do love pancakes. It's probably my favorite.
I think.
What do you call them?
I'm a
Are
French
those
toast
called-
guy. Out of
Is that
I don't know. It's the trifecta of the
breakfast pastries. I don't know whatever the fuck you call them. That category, but yeah.
Dude, we could come up with a name.
French
for
toast.
Nah, French toast is the best.
Waffles, I think, is at the bottom. Crepes,
Yeah.
I've never even had a crepe. I don't.
No,
think
crepes
so.
are good, but they're like, yeah, but they're
We
like
make
they're
lean
French
cakes.
Dude. We're talking about fucking
Purple lean
American.
cake.
I know it's French toast, but that shit's American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll fucking make some French toast right now, dude. If I had any bread here,
I keep at least 2 boxes of pancake batter in my cabinet at all times. I fucking love pancakes, dude.
they're good. But I just feel like they provide nothing as far as
Well, if
as
you
far as
provide
syrup,
happiness to
syrup
you,
with
and
butter
then
on it.
stuff there.
Syrup and butter makes them absolutely delicious.
dude.
Oh, I
Those
eat them
fucking
dry.
Japan pancakes, dude.
Amazing.
Those
Delicious.
are fire.
The 7-Eleven ones.
They're
For those, that
weird.
aren't listen- for those that are listening, dude, Japan's 7-Elevens are the best. If you ever find yourself there, they sell these little packaging of like these 2 pancakes, and the little slab of butter comes in the middle of them.
I think it's syrup.
And,
like
no,
a
it's
syrup.
butter. Is
Is
but
it
was
butter?
it both? I think it's both.
Yeah,
actually,
it was a combination.
yeah, it's both. Butter and syrup. You do nothing, dude. You open the package and you fucking jizz your pants upon the first bite.
It makes the
So,
hangover so much better.
if you're ever in Japan, go to 7-Eleven, get the fucking pancakes, dude.
And they're cold, but they sell like hotcakes.
They're cold, yeah. Cold cakes.
But damn it, they're good.
And then go fucking get a soapy after that.
Oof. You know,
Or
I don't think I
before.
ever got one of those.
Me neither.
Or before and after.
Yeah, me
Get a
neither.
soapy, and she feeds you the cold cake.
God, what a life.
Yeah, dude.
Man. Yeah, my question was definitely more serious. I
What the fuck are you trying to say, man?
man,
Say
honestly,
fuck your cold cakes.
hotcakes were that was a really good question. I
know.
didn't know I wanted the
We
answer to
learned
that
a lot
question
too.
until you
We
asked
learned
it,
we learned at least 2 things, dude.
which is all I could ask for.
Actually 3, because I didn't know the rule of thumb thing also. So good job,
Oh
Noah.
yeah, that was actually a good. I like that fact.
Yeah.
No, my question is, do you guys ever do you guys just constantly live with the urge to self-destruct, or is that just me? And like, what I mean by self-destruct is like to just take all your money, fucking, I don't know, spend it on just something random. So whatever you want to do, like you know how I guess there's like that side of you that just wants to fucking go wild and do whatever the fuck you want. But some of the shit you want to do is like probably too wild, and you know it'll probably ruin your fucking life. Do you constantly live with that urge, or am I just losing my mind?
Definitely
It
don't.
really, it really depends. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to go out, I want to go do a bunch of stuff, and I realize like, yeah, I probably shouldn't. But it's not like an everyday thing. It's probably like once a month that I have the urge to just go do.
I wouldn't
some
say
wild
that.
shit.
Those are like
Yeah.
2 different. Going out, I think Levi's talking about just like one final fucking ride.
Fucking yeah.
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 I don't.
Just
I
drain
don't.
your bank account, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever you want, dude.
Nope. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty much how I've been living this whole fucking month. But
Yeah.
I call it self fucking. I don't know what like
Self-care.
retail therapy. Yeah, self care, dude. Not fucking self destruction.
I call it self.
Maybe in October I'll be fucking singing
dude,
different
yeah, like-
fucking tunes, dude.
Spend all my money on fucking hookers and blow and just have the time of my life, and then probably wake up the next day alive
Yeah,
and
get
be
over in
like,
trouble.
fuck.
I mean, at the
just fucking-
casino, I think everybody's had the thought like, dude, I'm just gonna pull out, like 10 grand from my fucking bank account and put it all on red. And if I double it, then you know what I'm saying? Then I'm rich
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck. So I think
Yeah,
that's a more like common thing.
I think what gives me hope is that like I haven't done it yet, and I know that there's people that have. So I'm like, those guys had that urge and they gave into it. You know what I mean? Like there are guys that were like, yeah, I'm gonna gamble all my fucking money away. I'm gonna take my kids, college fund, and I'm gonna go spend it all on red, or I'm gonna go buy hookers and blow and like go do all this crazy shit. And I'm like, I don't have a college fund for my kid, but if I did, I don't think I would touch it. I just would always be thinking about touching it. You know what I mean? Like I would just, that urge to just fucking ruin my life and all those around me is there. And I don't know why. I got to fucking figure that out. But yeah, I was really hoping you guys would say, yes, it's there. And I just don't ever give into it, 'cause that's what I do. But it sounds like
I will
I'm all
say,
alone.
I guess like self-destruction, there's pretty much one guy, maybe like a handful, besides like the standard, like, oh, it'd be so cool to be Justin Bieber or Drake or whoever, right? Everybody thinks that like once in a while, right? But the only, I think, normal person I've ever saw in my life that I was like, fuck, that dude lives a boss ass life, you know? I was this is back when I lived in Texas, and I was getting groceries or whatever, and I see the guy in front of me. His cart is it's stuffed to the brim, and the only thing in it was I forget the exact. I think it was Busch Light. Could be wrong, but some sort of light beer and Hungry Man TV dinners, dude. And I was like, that is the dopest life ever, dude.
That's Clay. That's a life that Clayton Miller would live.
And I was jealous. I'm like, I wish I could not give a fuck enough that's all I did, dude. You know what I'm saying? Get off work, go home, heat up a couple Hungry Mans, crack open a couple fucking Busch lattes, and just fucking sit there. But like, I know, like, again, I wish I didn't care enough about life and all this to be able to do that, because that's very simple. But there's too many things I want to do and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I'm jealous of the simplicity that this man lived with, dude.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, honestly, I think my urge to self-destruct kind of comes from the same place of like, I think it's more along the line. What's the saying about like a hand at rest is the devil's like play or something like that?
You're talking about when people sit on their hand and use it to jack off, and it feels like
no. I still do that. No, there's like a saying that's something along the lines of like a hand at rest is the devil's plaything, and basically what it means is like if you don't keep yourself busy, you're gonna fucking cause trouble. And like I think that's kind of what that comes from.
If your
that, like,
hand is at rest, the devil will use it to jack himself.
Yeah,
off.
he's gonna play with himself with you.
Yeah. I think I have heard that one actually.
That one I've heard. Yeah, that one actually.
Very common. I've used it twice today.
It happes to me often. Yeah.
Well, how long has it always been a feeling, or has like been
buddy,
recently?
yeah. No, I think I've like come to terms with it. I call it like a chaos craving is what I call it. Like I just fucking crave chaos. I just want to fucking, you know what I mean? Like I just want chaos. I fucking want it so bad.
What if you crave, dude, the chocolate cereal?
The cereal?
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I think I've
like
never craved that a day in my life, and maybe it's because of the chaos, dude.
Because you're too busy craving. You gotta.
Maybe if I just eat the crave.
Too busy craving chaos. You need to be craving crave, dude.
Maybe if I eat the crave, it'll switch. It'll take the place of the chaos, and I won't have this like urge anymore.
You're like, today's gonna be the day. I'm gonna fucking.
That's it.
Yeah, and then you just
substitute.
Then you just eat a bowl, and you're like, wow, this is. Fucking the gates open up, dude.
Yeah. Crave is like what's that gum called that fucking smokers use to get off of tobacco?
Nicorette.
Yeah. Crave is like the Nicorette but for chaos.
I'm not.
Probably not.
Not even going to get it.
But yeah, man, I don't know what that is. I have found that the moments where it's that craving is the dullest is when I am being like very productive or when I'm like most busy. When I get bored, fucking dude, it's almost uncontrollable. Like not even when I get bored, but when there's like nothing going on in my life where I feel like I'm stagnant. It's like where I feel like I'm stagnant. I want to ruin everything. Like right now, I have a job. I work fucking 40 hours a week. I have a kid. I'm in school full time. Like I'm busy. But I feel like I'm stagnant. Like my job is not a job that I want. It's not a job that I like ever would make a career out of. So I'm like, this is not a dead end job. Okay, it's not going anywhere. I could make a career out of it, but it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I know if I do it, I'll either put a fucking hypothetical gun in my mouth or an actual one. And like,
yeah, it sucks.
I don't want to do that forever. So that stagnation creates this immense craving for chaos that I'm like, fuck, dude, I got to do something. Someone's got to blow up. Someone's got to change.
I think it sucks too when you have a kid because now it's like
that takes priority. It
limits your ability to like kind of take risk. You know? What I'm saying?
It inhibits my ability to like live in the chaos that I seek. Like I can't before he was a thing. I was just going to be homeless. Like I was literally going to get out, save as much money as I can by living in my car.
Mm-hmm.
And getting like a 24-hour gym membership so that I could work out, shower, and like that was it. And then I was just gonna fucking eat like a bachelor at like fucking Panda Express every day or something like that, and just save a ton of fucking
Overnight
money.
oats.
That sounds good, dude.
Yeah.
I'll fuck up some Panda Express right now.
Bro, I fucking love
I
Panda
should have ate
Express.
before we got on this shit.
I ate. The fuck was that? I ate some pineapple actually to make my pussy taste good.
Let me get a lick, dude.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be over there after this.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. No, man. Don't live in the chaos.
I would like to so
think
much.
about life a lot, but I don't think. Yeah, I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't say I'm seeking chaos
Destruction.
or anything.
Yeah, I even look forward to that. And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's all chaos, but I would say even like it's just the opposite of that mundane life that everybody lives.
I mean, yeah, and I definitely I agree with that part that most people live super fucking boring lives.
Yeah.
A lot of people, especially I think our parents' generation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like ridiculous, you know. I think they were in that weird gap. Not that like people before them didn't, but because our parents were half of the generation before that, and then they're like half of our generation, so they did get the technologies and stuff like that. And now it's like, dude, they're fucking all they do is like go on like Facebook and fucking like it's weird, man, because you see like a lot of grown ass people, you know, the second they're deciding to move or a new job or something happens on the fucking subway to them that morning, it's like, I got to go talk about this on Facebook.
Doesn't make sense to me at all.
But they're like, I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't do that. And I'm 28. And it's weird that, you know, like a 55 or 48-year-old is like, oh my God, I got to go seek. What they really look for is like approval and like happiness from other people. You know what I'm saying? That's like the reason, or like, you know, reaffirming thoughts like, oh my God, I can't
reassurance.
I can't believe that happened to you, or oh my God, I'm so glad for you, or all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll say that for some of them. I know. So my grandmother and my mom and my aunt are all like this. My mom and my aunt, I would say, are the ones seeking reassurance and looking for attention. My grandmother, to her, this is just like the most wonderful thing because, I mean, she was born in, she's not that old. She was born in 1952, 51, 52. But to her, it's like this innovative technology that allows her to stay in touch with all of her friends and family, no matter how far they are away from her. She can keep everybody updated at the same time. Like for her, she's not seeking attention. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want any reassurance at all. She wants to keep everybody updated on everything that's going on in her life. That's
I got a bunion.
Yeah, like it's like it's literally just an information hub for her. She's like, oh yeah, I have these many, you know, great grandkids. You know, we're celebrating the holidays, like all of that stuff. It's just so that she can continue to stay in touch with her family, as opposed to whatever the fuck they used to do back in the 50s, 60s, whatever. I don't know what the fuck they were doing back then.
They were
That's
busy
why
they were hating gay people back then. That's
and the blacks.
Yeah.
Fuck. What the hell was I gonna say? Yeah, but dude, you've heard of like people, like families and stuff, like, oh, we don't talk to Uncle Ron because of like a Facebook argument or something like that. That is bananas. Like the fact, you know, it's fucking, I don't know, just people are fucking.
That's my aunt. Like that is my aunt through and through.
I feel like a lot of family hate also comes from social media and the misconstruing of just reading it the wrong way.
I mean, some people are assholes. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you have nowadays you just have more access to people than ever before. For example, Levi's grandma, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
I'm trying to get that access, but not the Facebook kind. You know.
I'll let her know. I'll put in a good word.
If you're listening, what's her name?
Sharon.
Never mind. I'm okay.
Okay.
Next. I was hoping you'd say something sexy, dude, like Esther. Or fucking, or Tabitha.
Oh, dude, that's the name I had in my head, dude.
Tabitha?
I was thinking Tabitha. Yeah, dude.
Tabby, if you're listening.
Yo, where you at?
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
Come get on top. You know what I'm saying?
Or, what's another one? Margaret? I feel like that's one you don't.
Yo, that's my grandma's name. Fuck off.
Hey, what up, Margaret?
Fuck
How
off.
you doing?
I knew a young obviously, I knew a young Margaret in third grade, dude. She was in third grade with me, bro.
I had sex with a Margaret.
Was it my fucking grandma, you piece of shit? I'll kill you.
No, it was. I probably shouldn't incriminate her. It was someone that we were on deployment with.
Ruble bleep this.
Yeah, somebody edit this out.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, that was the first. That was how I broke the ice. Actually,
Just go beep this whole time.
Like, that's not your fucking name.
that's exactly what I said. I walk up. She told me her name. I was like, "Are you fucking serious? That's not your name." She was like, "Yeah, it is." And I was like, "Oh, we got to find you a new name. That's terrible."
So actually, on this note, right, I was thinking about this. What's something that isn't in society today that has been a thing at some point that you could bring back? Now, it could be anything. It could be like, it could be physical. I wish there were more jerk off theaters, or I wish.
What a wild idea that was, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck were they doing?
Jerking off. I wish there were more fucking, I don't know, restaurants where they roll out your fucking food and skates. I'm only naming physical things, but also things that like are lacking in today's society. You know, like fucking, I don't know, just better customer service. You know, in the 1990s or whatever the fuck. Blah, blah, blah. I had to. Yeah.
Whorehouse.
Do you want there to be whorehouses? I think there probably should be. I don't think that's what I'm missing, but
I don't think it's what I'm missing, but I think if it were legal and regulated, it would probably be cleaner and safer.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. There's places like I think Australia that does it and they're clean. It's actually it's your mom's house. This is Australia.
Very clean, very regulated.
But it's also girls that want to do it. You know, if you want to sell your body and that's what you want to do, and then let it happen. But I feel like right now it's just kind of like
because then because then it's like I don't know if it'll necessarily help the war against like human trafficking, you know. But I would think it would, you know, because it's like, hey, this is the whorehouse, like, and the cops can go in and say, did they bring you here? No? All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then they leave, you know what I'm saying? Then fucking
probably less school shootings if people get laid.
That way people aren't fucking buying kids on Wayfair, dude.
He's like, he pulls out the 9 out of his backpack. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna just take my frustration off on this whore.
Yeah. I think it would
life saved.
Yeah, it'd probably solve a lot of the world's problems.
Yeah. I saw this diner that they still make Coke floats or whatever the old way, and they squirt the syrup in, and then they mix the carbonation in themselves while they're like stirring. You know,
I didn't know that's how they used to do that.
Yeah. Well, because you know now the fountain machines, like it basically is doing that at the same time. Yeah, but they hand stir the fucking Coke up or whatever.
I didn't know that.
They also have cocaine in it, like the old days.
That was like the top comment on the video. But yeah, I mean, it looked like I was like, it's actually the place is it's in New York, so I was like, you know, next time maybe I'll try to. It's like in the Upper East Side of Manhattan, which is kind of hard to get to. But if I'm ever in the area, dude, I might check it out.
Like gated off or something? Why is it hard to get?
No, well, it's just driving in New York is not like driving anywhere else.
Well,
so
why would you drive? Can you just?
Yeah, you can take the train, right? But the problem is certain areas. It's harder to like access. There's not as many trains or whatever, so you're gonna need to take this train. And dude, when I used to go to high school, I had to take 3 buses to fucking get there. So I would take 1 to 1 and then 1 to and connect. 3 buses, dude. That's a fucking lot.
It's not like, I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it didn't take like super long, and it's like time runs differently there. But like looking back on it, you're like, dude, ask me not fucking bro. If I had to ever go anywhere now where I had to get on 3 buses. You can fucking suck a dick, bro. I'm not going, you know? I get on 1 bus, and it's got to take me exactly where I'm going.
Yeah, I don't know. Public transportation was something that I had never actually dealt with until I joined.
Yeah, it's limited. I mean, New York public transportation is like the pinnacle of fucking public transportation.
Yeah, I went from nothing, right? I grew up on a county road. In the middle of nowhere, it's the smallest road. It's 1 lane, basically. You got to pull off in the ditch just to drive by another vehicle. right? There's no public transportation out there. You can't. Uber wasn't a thing. Nothing was a thing out there. And still really isn't. Even when I go home, I'm like, I can't. If I want to go get hammered, I just got to figure out how to stay somewhere near where I'm getting hammered at because I can't fucking Uber. It's just not a thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I went from there to Chicago. So I was just kind of dropped into it and just kind of had to learn all that stuff. But, I mean, it's not hard to learn it. It just takes some getting used to. The fact that you just kind of are like, yep, this is my life now. I just take 37 trains to get everywhere. And that's it, you know?
Yeah. I think
taxis or whatever.
But going back to I would say I think we should bring back, like, I think it should be okay to hit women. That was kind of what I was thinking. But,
yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, hitting women and maybe, like, I don't know. There's probably a couple others that I can think of. But, you know, it's
Gender
just like
roles.
Nothing crazy, you know, just a little couple love taps here and there, you know?
Some light ones, yeah. Dang, I don't know, man. This is a tough one.
That was a joke, everybody. Also.
Joke. It was a joke.
You shouldn't hit women.
Yeah. Sorry if you're listening. Dude, I don't know. My mind immediately went to drugs, but I don't even know what, like.
Oh, dude, Coke and Coca-Cola, dude, that is a good one.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
If you could just do coke on a stressful day, I'm pretty sure that would fucking help a lot.
Yeah, because I feel like back in the day when they were still coming out with drugs, they were just like, just do them. Just whatever you want to do.
It's true.
Just do that. Like they had LSD that they were just kind of, you know, back in the 70s, they were like, hey, just if you want some LSD, just, you know, take some. Just here it is. They, you know. They were doing experiments on it then too. I think they were trying to see what effects it had, so they were kind of open about using it.
It's got to be more refined now, so it's probably a lot better.
Probably is. I mean, I do like it a lot.
I think reading the newspapers like in the mornings, that was like a nice like.
My grandpa still does that.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You got Sharon fucking updating everybody on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you got your Jerry still living in the fucking Stone Age.
Old Jerry loves the Stone Age, man. There's a guy at my job that does that. Every morning in the lounge, he reads a newspaper, which is wild to me. I'm like, dude, you don't have a phone? You could just look that stuff up. He probably has a flip phone or something.
I can see news on TikTok
all the time. Yeah, you can see news anywhere now. It's pretty wild.
Like, you see the one about the Chick-fil-A worker who stopped the carjacking?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Dude, Chick-fil-A's got the best employees, bro.
Dude,
the best.
What are they doing? I want to know what their screening process is. Like, where do they find these guys?
This person was like screaming, "Hey, I'm getting carjacked or something, right?" So this Chick-fil-A employee goes and rips this fucking dude out of the car, and he just stops it, and then like all the employees just kind of run up and just kind of like, "Oh yeah, we got him," and just take him to prison.
Dude, pretty soon, before we know it, Chick-fil-A is going to be the new government. Like, they're going to be the police.
No, Amazon, dude. 100%. I think it's going to be Amazon.
So what if Amazon acquires Chick-fil-A and then together they form this fucking insane government? Because Chick-fil-A, he's just saying that Chick-fil-A employees stop the carjacking. And I'm like, I would expect a Chick-fil-A employee to put, if my house were on fire.
so much. My pleasure. Yeah. Give me the fucking car.
Gives you your order.
Your spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah. I'm like, I would expect a Chick-fil-A employee to put up. If my house were on fire, I would expect a Chick-fil-A employee to show up and help fight the fire if they lived close enough. You know what I mean? It's just like
better. What if heaven was just a bunch of Chick-fil-A employees, dude?
Yeah,
that's probably what it is.
Their customer service is top notch. I feel like Amazon is not on the level of Chick-fil-A when it comes to customer service.
But I say that they're going to take over. So, dude, for example, right? Yesterday's Thursday Night Football game. Now Amazon is the sole broadcaster of Thursday Night Football.
Okay.
So, and if you don't have a fucking Prime membership, you can't watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't have a Prime membership these days?
Exactly. Also, it's 2022. Who doesn't have Prime? But then I thought about this. You know, I was like, damn, dude, Amazon. Like, you need Amazon to watch football now, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, not all of it, but some. I was like thinking about it, and I bet at some point there's gonna, because you can scan your Amazon barcode at Whole Foods to get discounts on some of the food.
That's because Amazon opened their own grocery store and partnered with Whole Foods.
Right.
So there's an Amazon Fresh.
Right. So Whole Foods, NFL, fucking your mom's asshole. Dude.
The IRS.
Yeah. So there's going to be eventually the government thing, right? But here's, I think, what's closer on the horizon is going to be bars or clubs or restaurants that you can only get into if you have a fucking Amazon
They're like
Prime
scan
membership. I bet I
QR code.
almost want to guarantee that that's going to become a thing, bro. At some point.
I don't know if
in the
Amazon
next
would be the
10
one to
years.
do it. Yeah, I don't know if Amazon would be the one to do that, but I could see something like that
Right?
very, very soon. Yeah, might be like a specific. It might be like a specific cryptocurrency that does it. Like if you, if they're like, oh, if you own, well, there already is one that does it. It's called Bored Ape Yacht Club. If you own one of theirs, you get one of their apes. Yeah, you get access to all kinds of shit that they have.
Their shit
don't
is
own one,
insanely expensive. Like,
yeah, that's a fucking elite club.
Yeah.
But I can see it on a much larger and cheaper scale where they're like, listen, if you own this crypto or this NFT, you're in. If you don't, fuck off. It would be like their own little form of government, dude.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Fucking Amazon, dude.
I could see it.
Last topic, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
However, I don't know when I was thinking about this like a couple months ago or something. And you know how like age has kind of changed over the, let's say, the course of the last, I don't know, 120-ish years. So today's 16 isn't what 1930s 16 was.
Yes.
Not even to that great of an extent. You know what I'm saying? You could look at fucking 1980 versus now. It's not the same. Not just like, I'm not talking like just like looks or whatever. Just like,
I mean, 13-year-olds used to be women back in the day. Like they were fucking. That
is kind of what I'm leading into. So, not just with women, but the fact that, dude, I know I'm not even close to being as mentally developed that I will be eventually, as with like wisdom from a chemical standpoint or whatever. Sure. And like in a physical, like, yes, my brain is the brain it's going to be, but there's like things that are going to happen to where you
learn.
You pretty much become the person you are. I don't know what the age is, but I'm going to say probably not even like at least 40,
I think it depends on each person. I think even somebody who's 70, if they're open-minded enough, they could still be changing their mind about all kinds of things.
But nobody is the person that they were. I don't want to say nobody, but most people are not the person that they were when they were 18,
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's just weird that, the body physically versus the body mentally, the age gap is so wide. Because like a 40-year-old, right? When you're slowly approaching your mental peak, it's probably too late to even have fucking kids. You know what I'm saying?
It's never too late, dog.
Yeah, it's never too late. But it probably, from a physical perspective, it probably is too fucking late. You know what I'm saying? And it's just weird that you're almost like, not weird that you're forced. It's not weird. It's just fucking biology. But it's maybe shitty, I guess, that, well, one, I mean, you fucking, it's going to sound crazy, right? But like you waste 5 years of like having kids. Like imagine like a 13, you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But it's like, it's wild that the body is even capable of making kids when your mind is so fucking underdeveloped at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like weird because I think what you're saying is the biological clock and the mental clock are on two completely different spectrums.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what caused it. I think maybe it had to do with lifespans back in the day. Like, I think naturally we weren't meant to live as long as we do. Yep. And because of technological advancement, we've extended our lifespan much longer than it ever should have been. I mean, without modern medicine and without all the technology that we've developed ourselves, our lifespan is not as long as it is now.
You lived to like 30, you're doing pretty good.
We were, and so that's why they were like, hey, 13, you're ready. Because 15 years from now, you probably won't even be around. When your kid's 18,
at that time.
Yeah, when your kid's 18, you're probably dead. So it's like, listen, 13, you're fucking, you gotta, you're an adult now.
You were expected to have a kid by like probably 16, 17. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're probably late to the game. And nowadays, you can't even fucking drink a fucking beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we fucked that up. Like, I think we are the ones who mentally strayed away from our biological clocks. But I have this really interesting thing that I don't remember when I read it. I think it was when we were on RimPack, but it's this thing called the egg. And essentially it's this idea that your physical existence on Earth is only the beginning of your overall existence as like a soul. And your body, right, the experiences that you go through in the physical world, it's like an egg, right? It's cultivating you for something much larger that you can't even comprehend on like a quantum level. And it's this really cool thing. It's a thing you can read. You can just Google it. It's called the egg. Huge fan of it. It's just a theory or a concept or something like that. It's kind of it's not super long, but dude, I love it, dude.
I think I found it, dude. Is this it?
That's the one. Let me see if I can fucking.
Yeah, that's an egg.
I don't know if I can look it up here.
What's the life expectancy of today of like a normal male?
Like 80 to 90, 80? Probably. Yeah, old as fuck, dude. It's not.
Honestly, I'd rather cap it out at 60 for me.
Nah, that's too soon. 60 is too soon. I'm about a 7. I'm a 70 believer.
Are you serious?
Well, let me put it in this perspective.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, so
45.
So 60 is not saying like it's not like old, right?
I'm done.
So 80 is like old, like I'll probably be like wrinkly, kind of weak, can't really do much, right?
Basically, how you're living right now. But sure, go ahead.
But 60, right? Let's say it's a prime age where you can still do stuff, but why would I want to go out when I'm like old, sad, and like can't do much when I used to? 60 is like, I'm in my prime, and if I go out like right then and there, it'd be all right because I would be like peaking at like the prime age. I think still do everything.
Yeah, I think 7. I think I'll be the same guy, not the same guy, but I think that same logic. But I think I can extend the physical peak or whatever to like 70. After that, it's like I'm not going to be doing the things that I want to do. Or I'll be doing my opinion on shit will have changed. I'll probably be in the fucking casino, dude, playing Hold'em all day or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Gambling my fucking Social Security away or some shit.
I think mine depends on how my life goes.
That's true too. We could fucking die tomorrow.
Well, I don't mean like that. I mean like.
Well, you could though.
You
could die tomorrow.
I could, yeah. If I'm lucky, but no, I just mean like. There's obviously things that I think all of us would say we want to do, and I don't think a lot of those things involve living the mundane life that most live. And I would say that if I haven't figured out how the fuck to pull that off by the time I'm like 45, I'm kind of over it. I'm not saying I'm going to give up. I'm not saying I'm going to give up on like trying to figure that out, but I'm saying it's going to become like an all or nothing kind of thing if it hasn't already. Like by the time I'm 45, if I'm not living the life that I want to live, if I'm not living like the dream.
An assisted suicide business for people that want to go out at a certain time. Like, it won't be like if you think you're done,
we set it up to make it look like it wasn't. Like, you want a cool death? All right, we got you. Like, you won't believe 3 gorillas broke out of the zoo and beat the shit out of this guy. Like, we can arrange that.
One of my biggest.
Don't go like to the fucking Coronado Bridge and fucking jump off, and then what if you get to the bottom and you don't die? What if we just make it the process a little bit more professional and we just stick you and that's it? It's done.
I don't know, man. I one of my biggest like desires in life has been to fake my own death. I have no idea why. I just think it would be very like cool
do it right now.
Do. Just fucking.
Oh my heart!
But no, like to fake my own death in some like huge extravagant way, and then to just continue living after that. Maybe
do you
go to
show
my own
up
funeral.
At the funeral?
Yeah, I'm going to my own funeral. Of course. Why would you not?
Just say that how much of a pussy you were, just like fucking loser.
Yeah.
Honestly, didn't really like the guy.
Yeah, I would 100% try to like dress up and maybe disguise my voice and give a eulogy.
That would be cool. I think my only plan for being old is I'm gonna call my if I have kids, grandkids, or whatever. I'm gonna call them the wrong name all the time to make them think I'm senile, but really I'm just doing it on purpose, dude.
You're just having a good time.
Yeah. That's my only plan, dude.
I think that's kind of the fun part about. Well, I mean, I do have a son. I think even now that's the fun part. Is just like I just mess with him all the time.
Yeah.
I like
Slap
to
him around a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got so
Shake 'em.
old, dude. I don't even
That's my
recognize some of my
favorite
cousins. Like I haven't seen them in fucking years. And I went to my sister's wedding, and they're like, "Hey, you know, I was like, who the fuck are you?" Like I don't
Kind of
recognize.
dodging him.
Like yeah, like I
Did
have no
any of
idea.
them? Did any of them get hot, dude?
What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't feel welcome there. I didn't feel welcome at my sister's wedding.
Really?
Yeah, so
I'm surprised she got married, dude.
well, it was about goddamn time. She got like fucking 5 kids.
Hey, I want to break the news to you myself. Number 6 is on the way, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Good for you, dude.
I'm saying I
Funny.
banged your sister.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 5 other dudes.
Sorry if you're listening.
Yeah, sorry, sis. I didn't mean it. But yeah, I kind of I felt like an outcast almost.
Because everybody else is banging her and you weren't.
No,
God, what am I even doing?
Why am I here?
There was a lot of planning, and that I was supposed to be there. Like they even said that they had like a suit color kind of picked out. I just had to go like to the Men's Warehouse, but I was separate from everybody else. Everyone was in the wedding except for me, and everyone sat in the same spot except for me. And I was telling Viz that I was like, yeah, I just kind of feel like that. Ever since I left, home and came back, I came different. I was not the same person.
Yeah, but it's like that.
Yeah.
But
Right.
but I feel like that everyone holds me accountable and responsible more than they do each other.
Mm-hmm.
And especially that I've been gone and that I'm just kind of far away. That I just felt like I was just part of the crowd. I wasn't like part of the family.
Yeah. No, I recognize that in my own family as well. It's weird because it's like when you leave and you kind of go do your own thing, 2 things happen, I think. And it's not anybody's fault, really. It's just when you move away and you start living your own life, the experiences that you have and that you go through and the people that you go through them with are kind of who become like that new
family
friend group, that new family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate part is while you're gone and while you're out living whatever life it is you're living, your family is also still living their life and they're going through it together. So they are continuing to be the original family that you had, right? But they're doing it without you. I've noticed that as well. Like when I go home, all of my family that's still been in Texas, that's still been there with each other, all the things that they've gone through together. And maybe it's, brought them closer together. Maybe it's split them up a little bit more, but regardless, they've all gone through it together. And all the shit that they've experienced has kind of created that family dynamic without me there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm over here and I've got, whatever my own family dynamic going on with whoever is a part of my life now on the day-to-day basis. And it just kind of creates this why in like the relationships that you have. I feel the same exact way when I go home. I sit there and I listen to all the conversations and I see the interactions that my family has. And I feel like I'm just kind of a guest to my own family. I don't feel like I'm really a part of them. And I mean, they try, some of them try, right? My grandparents obviously continue to talk to me every day or every week at least and all of that. But it's just, everybody just kind of went on and lived their own lives, man. And you have been here and developed your own, because you have people that you interact with every single day that you would probably consider pretty close, maybe even closer than the people that were at your sister's wedding at times.
Yeah.
That's what it is too. Yeah, you realize that, especially like when you fucking move away. I think it's literally the same for everybody. So
Yep.
I mean,
it's a
I used
trade.
to, when I lived away, I'd go home once a year for the holidays, and then it became like 2 years or 3 years. I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm going to do other shit. And now I think, it's pretty common to feel like the guest or whatever. But I don't fucking take it like, I'm not like butthurt about, I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying like, I'm like, dude, I've done things like that you guys will never get to fucking experience, bro.
Yeah.
So I like that I've like carved out my own, it's like, that's all you're doing. You're just carving out your own fucking life. That's why the whole like family concept is like not weird, but a lot of people and a lot of like, I'm sure it's the same where you're from, bro. People live in a fucking circle, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
In a bubble,
And,
yeah.
You know, like in New York, you work fucking 20, 30 years, you retire, and then you're fucking move to Florida, Jersey, or Long Island, and that's all anybody does. You know, they don't fucking they go on vacation once every 2 years, and they go to fucking Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico or fucking a cruise to Turks and Caicos, but nobody goes to see, you know, fucking Manila or fucking Jeju or I don't know, even fucking Nashville or Montreal, you know what I'm saying? Like the other fucking places, you know? And it's like, that's like, I sit there and I mean, I have a good time, you know, it's like cool, but I think like my life is dope and I do dope shit, dude. Like,
Didn't stop me from getting fucking hammered though.
yeah.
Right.
At the wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so hammered.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
They had an open bar, and I was like, you know what? Instead of waiting in this longest line, I'm gonna go to the gas station and pick up some fucking shooters. I came back and I was like, all these fucking kids.
I don't think I've ever been hammered at a family function.
I
probably I want to though. I do want, like one of these days I'm gonna fucking get plastered, dude. But it hasn't happened yet.
I'm hoping. I think my best bet for pulling that off would be my little brother. I think if anybody were to have a wedding, it would be him. Yeah, and hopefully I get the invite. And if I do, buddy, I'm ruining that wedding.
It's nice having like, you know, that little buzz that. Sorry, real. You know, like that little buzz when it's like as soon as you get it, your filter turns off a little bit.
Yep, I love that.
I was about to
ride that line.
Yeah. I was getting drunk and I started talking shit about one of my uncles. I was like, he's just a dickhead to me, whatever. Yep. And his daughter was sitting right, like 2 seats away from me, and I was talking shit about her dad. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if they're a really good relationship, but I was like, no, I was like, you guys might like him. I was like, but he's just been a dickhead to me this like my entire life. I was like, and then I realized like I should probably tone it down a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it's a fine line because once like that filter comes off, a lot of it is like funny, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then once it comes too far off, then it's just like
I think
or you might start some shit. You might have to,
when I talk to you guys, right? You know, the filter kind of goes away. You could say some shit about somebody else, and we don't really take it too personal. But you kind of forget like. So family kind of is a little more sensitive.
Yeah, not everybody's like that. We are definitely a little bit more. Most of us, I would say, are pretty. We got pretty thick skin. We can talk shit to each other and go back and forth, and none of us are really.
Some of us have thick foreskin, dude.
Yeah,
disgusting.
My favorite.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I even think me and Levi got into it like a couple times. It's under the bridge now. It was at work, but there was a lot of yelling going on. But
I don't even remember it, so whatever it was, dude, it must have.
Remember those the guys were on the fantail and they were wrestling with us.
When fucking Zach came out and yelled at everybody.
Yeah, and I was like,
I do remember.
It wasn't even me, right? And then me and you kind of got a little heated at each other, but we realized it was kind of dumb.
Yeah, we were just mad in the moment. Yeah,
in the moment, and it was like squashed within like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
So when I went out in New York the other day. The next day we had like a family barbecue thing, whatever. And I told you guys obviously about how fucking hammered I got that night. Woke up and then I was like, dude, I gotta push this hangover like over there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel too bad to be honest. But then I got there. I did have a pounding headache though. So I popped a couple of Advils and I was like, dude, I'm just going to fucking start chugging beers, you know? And
we just got to be
I was like, I was driving there. I was like, I hope they better have fucking beers there. So I just started fucking hammering beers. And I got a little, not like too bad, but then like my grandma got there and I was like, oh shit, you got your pimp cane, grandma? You know?
The filter was just kind of coming off.
Yeah. It's like a squeaky knob. You just got to make sure turn it back a little bit.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Like I like to ride that line right there. Just the filters, it's turned way down.
The gay jokes is like a large lever. Like I got to force it down.
But yeah, and then I was able to kind of just sit there fucking drinking and had a good time, dude. It was cool. I didn't feel like moving around too much, but
yeah, I don't. I usually don't drink around my family because my grandpa is like super fucking straight edge. Like,
really?
Yeah, he has never drank in his life. and he smoked cigars.
Hey, Jerry, get a clue.
That's what I'm saying.
You remember when Clay said, "Get a clue"?
Get a clue. But yeah, dude, never drank a day in his life. He smoked cigars for a very brief moment in his life, and he was trying to smoke and drive at the same time and almost wrecked. He threw the whole box of cigars
This thing's too hard.
threw it all out the window. Dude.
Stupid. I don't know why I bought these.
I think he was trying to get rid of the ash, and he fucking almost wrecked, and he threw the whole box of cigars.
He almost ran over a fucking giraffe, dude. Where'd that thing come from?
Threw it all out the window. Never touched it again.
Yeah.
And so
I honestly felt kind of like awkward when I was drinking. It's because my dad was a recovering alcoholic.
oh shit.
And it's like,
Yeah, but that's his fault, dude.
I mean, but like, it's like, yeah, I mean, he's better now, but he doesn't drink at all. But I was like, and I'm fucking over here like pounding shots, and then I look over and he's like standing there with like a juice.
Crying.
Oh, how the turntables! You're getting hammered to death with a juice box, dude.
Like, guess who's getting beat tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass now.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's it's like one of those weird situations. Like drinking around family is something I'm still not fully comfortable with doing. I'll drink around like my mom and stuff, but that's because my mom's lived a hard life, of drugs and alcohol.
Like,
so.
back in your day, I was doing way more than just drinking.
Yeah, and my grandma too. My grandma grew up. She was like, think about it. My grandma was 20 in the 70s. My grandma was probably never not high.
Yeah,
she was born in 52, so in 1970 she turned 18. Like, come
When
on.
are we gonna legalize cocaine?
Dude, hopefully soon. Yeah, my grandma was probably doing all kinds of drugs. Who knows what she was doing? Jerry at some point.
Smoking. I was gonna say she's probably smoking wieners, dude.
Jesus Christ! Sorry if you're listening, Grandma.
What?
But yeah, man. Like, I don't know. It's. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I kind of lost it for a second. All faded away.
Family functions, dude. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
I guess the question we'll pose to even our listeners, dude. What is the line for drinking at family functions?
Yeah.
Dude?
Is it like 2 beers or is it 2
Or is it
12 packs?
Let us know in the comments. But yeah, dude. That's another one. Episode, whatever the fuck it is.
I don't even know what number we're on.
I don't know. Shout out to fucking spooky season coming up, dude. Go get your pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, we can go out again, except, when we show up in our costumes, we should actually show up in our fucking costumes.
Also, we should probably find somewhere that's going to, let us. Maybe probably everybody will let us in, huh?
Last time we went out downtown, and I was like, hey, you guys got costumes? And then I was like, I don't want to be the only person to show up in my costume. And then guess what? Dre was like, oh, my costume didn't come in. He wasn't in his costume. I was literally the only one. Literally my worst fear that I said I didn't want to happen.
Came true.
You got
dude.
a fucking unicorn horn on your fucking head? What
It's
the
just a
fuck?
giant rainbow dildo, dude. He's a fucking screw-unicorn.
All right, go get your costumes, everybody. And fucking Halloween's going to be here before you know it. That's another episode. Follow us on Instagram, Discord. Oh, we got a Discord. Check out the link. Forgot to mention that. It'll be in the bio. And sorry for listening.
Sorry about it.